In the last episode I left Sweden yet again, and this time there was gonna be no turning back. I also got company from my loyal crew Gunnar, and our first stop was the Danish holiday island Anholt. It was a true summer's paradise and we liked it a lot. The wind forecast forced us to leave a little earlier than planned, and we went to the closest mainland port Grenå. In this episode we sailed towards Ebeltoft, and yet again we need to change our plans due to strong winds. We left Grenå, and yet again our bow pointed to south. The beautiful day turned grayer, and eventually the rain came.
Filmar du mig min museum nu?
As the rain increased, the current against us also did, and with 3 knots of current it felt like it would take forever. But I guess it's a good getting used to the current since we probably will have a lot of it this summer. So we just docked at Ebeltoft in Denmark, and the rain started to pour down just half an hour before we got here. We thought we could manage to arrive before the rain, but now we are a little bit wet and most of the things on the boat is wet, but we're gonna go inside, make some late lunch and then dry up, and I think the rain will stop eventually and we're gonna see this super cute place that we heard so much about. First mate is gonna have the first mate beer, hope you enjoy it, and together with the lunch of the Swedish delicacies sill, the salted herring. The rain stopped shortly after our lunch and we went for a walk to the old little town centre. Ebeltoft became a town in 1301 and the old atmosphere as beautifully remained. The very centre is a bit touristy and expensive, but just where the shops end the houses gets even more picturesque, and we also found a very leaning bar with a suitable name. We even found a cute windmill that was now a private property residence. The next day we had actually planned to leave, but it was super windy, so we decided to see a little bit more of the area instead. A huge part of this place is a really big national park, and it has a few hiking routes close to where we're staying, so we're going to try them out because it's so windy. So I guess we're going to have to stay here a couple of days, and the town is super cute, but it's also really small and we've seen most of it. So this is really diverse nature, so obviously this is a big forest, but I also think it's going to be really coastal landscapes. So I think it's going to be a fun day. Even in this very sheltered bay, the winds were strong, and we realized we wouldn't get out of here the day after either. But Ebeltoft is actually not very far from the second largest city of Denmark, Aarhus, and the ride is just a little above an hour. The bus runs frequently, and you can get a full-day ticket for around €10. Aarhus is a modern city with a young population and a lot of street arts, but it's also charming. The Aarhus Cathedral is dedicated to a Roman Pope, and it's also commonly used for concerts. We have been looking for this soft ice with strawberries for like a week now, but finally we found it. The Rainbow Circle is a famous attraction of Aarhus, but it would have costed almost €50 for us both to go up there. Instead, the shopping center had another cool attraction for the view. And we went from one high-flying experience to another. New Top Gun is released this week, so we're gonna watch the movie because they have an IMAX cinema. Well, IMAX was a little bit of a disappointment, but instead we found this really good street food court at the bus station, and we ended our city day with some Jamaican food. We enjoyed this city day a lot. And I think we both think that Aarhus is a place we could come back to. It's both like the big city, but also like with a small town charm in some way. Even though we had a full day there, it seems like there is a lot more to discover. So this was an excellent but unexpected day. It's still super windy outside of the boat, but we think it's soon gonna get better and we can leave from here. But I also want to end this day with a big thank you to Watsky for your support. And for those of you who might not know Watsky, they are a huge online store for marine supplement or anything for boat life you could imagine. So check them out if there is something you need for your boat. I want to deeply thank my Patreons for supporting the making of these episodes. And if you want to contribute, you can also become a Patreon or buy me a coffee at the links below. If you haven't already, subscribe so you don't miss out. And if you appreciated this episode, please give it a big thumbs up.